A deadly exorcism. Father Gabriel had performed many exorcisms in his 20 years as a priest, but none had shaken him like the case of Ana Velasco. The girl had been found in her room, scratching symbols into the wooden floor, her fingers bloodied and raw. Her parents, devout Catholics, had called upon the church when doctors could offer no explanation for her sudden descent into madness. When Father Gabriel arrived at the Velasco home, a creeping unease settled in his bones. The air was thick, charged with something unseen but tangible. The moment he stepped into Anna's room, she turned her head in a slow, unnatural motion, her eyes rolling back before locking onto his with a malicious grin. "You're too late, Father," she whispered, her voice a guttural growl that did not belong to a teenage girl. Father Gabriel felt a cold sweat form on his brow, but steadied himself. He had seen many possessions, but something about Anna's presence felt wrong. As he set up his crucifix and holy water, he noticed the walls were covered in sigils, some ancient, some unknown. They seemed to shift when he looked at them directly. The ritual began. He chanted prayers in Latin, his voice steady despite the oppressive atmosphere. Anna writhed, her body contorting in ways that should have been impossible. She laughed, deep and guttural, her body lifting inches off the bed. "Do you think your God can help you here?" the voice sneered. "He has abandoned this house." Father Gabriel pressed forward, sprinkling holy water on her forehead. She shrieked, her skin burning where the drops landed, but her expression quickly shifted from pain to amusement. That was when the true horror began. The room grew impossibly dark. The single lamp flickered and died, replaced by a crimson glow emanating from the symbols on the walls. The temperature plummeted, and Gabriel could see his breath fog in the air. Then came the voices, dozens, whispering in his ears, calling his name, laughing. Anna's body twisted violently before going still. The silence was deafening. For a moment, Gabriel thought he had won, until her head snapped upright, her pupils gone, replaced by pitch-black voids. "He is here!" she hissed. The air pressed in around him, suffocating, crushing. A force slammed into him, sending him sprawling across the room. He scrambled for his crucifix, but a shadow loomed over him, growing, consuming the space around them. It was no mere demon that had possessed Anna. It was something older, something ancient. "You cannot cast me out, priest," the entity rumbled. "She is mine, and now, so are you." Father Gabriel screamed as darkness swallowed him whole. The next morning, the Velasco family found their daughter sleeping peacefully in her bed, her skin unmarked, her expression serene. She opened her eyes and smiled at her parents. "Father Gabriel took care of it," she said sweetly. But when they called the church to thank him, they were met with confusion. Father Gabriel had disappeared the night before, and the only thing left in Anna's room was his crucifix, blackened and cracked, resting in the center of a scorched pentagram.